Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Clear the Ice. I'm your host, Mike Lauro. Flyers fall tonight again to the Tampa Bay Lightning, getting swept out this season as they lose 5-1 down at the Wells Fargo Center tonight. And I'll tell you what, guys, it has been just a house of horrors seeing the Lightning this year for the Flyers. It really has been. The last two games, not even close. They were outscored 12-3 in the last two games, and that's unacceptable. It really is. Tonight, again, lack of offense from, the Flyers, as Christian Dvorak would be the only one tallying for the Flyers tonight. So I would love for it to be, to go on and continue doing what we're doing here with this Flyers team. I thought they were playing really well going in, but if you really look at it, the last couple of games, really their homestand for this has been just ridiculous. I mean, their last four games, they have been if I can go back here, I will go back here. Let me take a look real quick just to show you. The Flyers, literally since last Tuesday, since last Tuesday, they have been, not doing anything that they're, they've had one win in three games here. They got a total of 3 points in 4 games. That's not good enough. That's not good enough right now when you're trying to hold on to a playoff spot. And if you look at it, really, the 6th of January, they beat the Ducks 5-2. Then after that, they lose in overtime to the Leafs 2-1. And then they lose back-to-back games here. So, I mean, it's just been crazy to think that they are going to be able to continue this pace up right now. I mean, for them to try to – they've been outscored, let's see, 2, 4, 9, 16-9. They've been outscored 16-9 in the last 4 games. That's not going to get it done. Okay? They've been leaving their goaltenders. Harrison Saturday night just really took a beating. Tonight it was Dan Vladar who was in net, and he was taking a beating. I mean, this has been crazy, crazy, crazy. So, I mean, for me, honestly, for them to sit there and keep doing this and the lack of output that they're putting out there for this game, it's really crazy. It's been crazy. Dan Vladar was responsible for 4 goals tonight. He's got to be better. He's got to be better. But the Flyers' offense in front of him has got to be better. Now, I will say this. Watching this game tonight, there was a lot of ticky-tack calls from the officials that did not go the Flyers' way. Okay? It really, truly didn't. And when you're sitting there trying to watch this game and you see a blatant trip go, I mean, come on. Joe Hale said, tough loss. He says something needs to change with the Flyers goalie. Joe, you're preaching. This is the last 30 years we've been talking about this, maybe 50 years. Really? I mean, what do we have? 2 good goalie seasons in the last 50 years? Think about it. The year Pelle Lindbergh took the reins of the net and got them to the cup, but it's either that or the year Hextall, the 87 year that Hextall decided, he was going to go ahead and do this. So, I mean, for me, honestly, it's been really rough. It's been really rough on just how this Flyers team has been over these last 4. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any easier because now, after this, Wednesday, they go to Buffalo to play the Sabres, which they never play well in Buffalo. Okay. They never play well in Pittsburgh, and they go to Pittsburgh before they come home. They have a quick stop game on Saturday before they're right back out on the road to go to Vegas to play Vegas, Utah, and Colorado. I mean, that's basically it until the end of the month when they come home. They have a home game with the Islanders, and then they have 2 road games with Columbus and Boston. They finish out January with the Kings. So, I mean, for me, honestly, I just don't know. It's been kind of crazy, and being able to watch this team, it's just really kind of, um, you know, I don't. It's been very hard. He said I was at the game Saturday talking to Chris Pronger. He said the team is ridiculous. Yeah, Pronger is a scout with the Flyers, by the way. Okay. Oh, well, it's good to see he's still with the organization. He was one of my favorite players, was Pronger. I liked him. Liked him a lot, actually. But with that being said, for me, honestly, just watching how everything unfolds with this team going forward, they have a rough stretch going through now. They have to, and I mean have to, uh, really kind of get on the ball here with these teams coming up because they will have a very, very hard. Um, they'll have a very hard way to go with these teams coming up. Again, and everybody is right near everybody. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy to see. It really is. It's kind of crazy to see. And like, if you're looking at the standings right now, Jesus God, the Flyers are hanging in by they're literally tied with the Capitals, one behind the Penguins. You know what I mean? And Buffalo's right there with them as well for the Eastern Conference. So, I mean, they're right there as well. So is Boston. So is Toronto. So is the Panthers. I mean, you know, everybody in this damn league, in this Eastern Conference is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 out of the 16 teams have 50 points or more. And if you're looking at the Blue Jackets are only out of a playoff spot. I'm going to keep it with you. 7 points. They're 7 points out of a playoff spot. Same thing with the Ottawa Senators. They're 7 points. I mean, God, you want to talk about a division? Look at the Atlantic Division. The leader has 58 points. Tampa Bay has 59 after tonight, but they have, I think they have a game. I don't know why they have them in second, but they have 59 points. The Red Wings have 58. Montreal 56. Sabres 52. Boston 52. Maple Leafs 51. Panthers 51. So out of the 8 teams in their conference, 7 or more have 51 points. Now, it's almost as good in the Metropolitan where you have 5 that have 51 or more points. So for me, guys, honestly, it's been kind of cool to see that. So if you are watching on Facebook, if you were trying to watch it on Facebook, for some odd reason, it keeps booting me off. I did wait until Maddie was done before I started. Sometimes our software that we use to run this, sometimes acts a little goofy. So I've been trying to get it back up there on Facebook. I may have to wait until after it's done for it to go back up there. So I do want to apologize. It's been kind of giving me an issue since I kind of went on. I don't know why it does that. It's just they're weird like that with Facebook. So we're going to keep trying to get it on there. But as long as we try to get it on there, hopefully it'll get on there. If not, you guys can always go to YouTube and watch it on YouTube. We're always there as well. So, but all right. Now let's get into the how it went down today over there in South Philadelphia as we go into it. Really kind of starting it off literally a minute and 10 seconds into the game. The Flyers would go down 1-0 really quick when Pontus Holmesburg would score at the 110 mark, giving Tampa a 1-0 lead. Gorson and Gord with the assist, get them a 1-0 lead. And that's how it would end at the end of the first period. Second period, 33 seconds in, our old nemesis, Jake Gensel, with Cernak and Hagel on the helpers, putting them up 2-0. Then Braden Point would go in the second period, giving Tampa a 3-0 lead at the 4:29 mark of the second period with a backhand shot. Bjornstrand and Gensel with the helpers. 3-0 would be the score there. Flyers would get on the board. Christian Dvorak with a wrist shot unassisted, cutting that Tampa lead to 4-1, and it would stay that way. I'm sorry. And then with just under a minute left to go in the second period, Brandon Hagel would score with Radish and Kucherov getting the assist at the 19:29 mark of the second period with a wrist shot. And then Kucherov, just to make sure he would get his point and keep his streak going, adds an empty netter at the 16:39 mark of the third period from Radish and Sorelli, his 23rd of the year. And that would put the finishing touches on the Flyers on this one, as they would fall to the Lightning tonight by the score of 5-1. So let's go around the NHL and the National Hockey League tonight. Right now in the third period, 12:26 left to go in the third period. It is the New Jersey Devils 3, the Minnesota Wild 1. It is the Edmonton Oilers 2, the Blackhawks 0. In Colorado right now, it is the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Avalanche scoreless. Also, out in LA, the Stars and the Kings also scoreless. Now we're going to come up to some games that were played already that are final. It was the Panthers beating the Sabres 4-3. It was the Red Wings 4-3 over the Hurricanes in overtime. Our old buddy JBL with a power play goal in that one. It was the Kraken 4, the Rangers 2. And it was the Canucks shutting out those Montreal Canadiens. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. It was the Canadiens 6, the Canucks 3. So, holy cow, man. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I thought it said 3-0. It was 6-3. So, there is your trip around the scoreboard. We already went over that. We already went over the standings as we take a look at everything going tonight. And as we get set and get ready, this will have your up to date. That's right. I will be joining you Wednesday right after the Flyers and Sabres. As soon as the final whistle goes, that will be that. So make sure you guys tune in. Then Matty B will have you for Pittsburgh and New York at the end of the week. Also, as seen here just a little bit ago, the final word. That's right. Sunday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Matty will be on covering everything Philadelphia sports. And, of course, tomorrow night, myself and Paul Spencer from Out of the Box Sports Network, we will be back doing props, locks, and parlays as we go over our last week's picks as we're going, see how that turns out. And we get you ready for the national championship game in college football and also the divisional round for the NFL as we dive deep into that. So, again, make sure you guys tune in for that. We will be more than happy to assist you. So, with that being said, Flyers lose tonight 5-1 to those Tampa Bay Lightning. They get swept in the season series, and my good Lord. What was it? They scored 15 goals and gave up 3. That's right, because if you remember, the first game was 3-0 that they lost early in the year. So a big goals against for the Flyers in this 3-game season series against the Lightning, as they drop all 3 as they get smoked tonight again, 5-1. I will see you guys tomorrow night for I will see you guys tomorrow night for Prop Stocks and Parlays at 8 o'clock. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Until then, guys, have a great night. Again, Flyers lose 5-1. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. You guys have a great rest of your